Carole and Tuesday is just getting crazier and crazier. This anime, I mean, wow. So yeah, obviously spoiler every episode yet, but it ends right with Tuesday getting kidnapped. I guess you could call it kidnapped. She's obviously being like forced to return to her home. But yeah, kidnapped is a word I will use there. And it happens just when they have beaten Piotr, right? And actually, just had a moment where she's like crying. It's like another character building episode, right? Her and Tuesday and Carole bonding again, and yeah, nice moment there. And then Carole gets beaten up. Then she draws after the cars a Terminator, and he's like, "Wow, what's happening?" Yeah. So that was crazy. And let's talk about it first. Then I think that probably means, right, that they won't even fight Angela. I think it was pretty clear Angela was gonna win regardless. That the chance of beating Angela, the rival girl in episode 12, not gonna happen, right? Not gonna happen. It's gonna be hard. So I think that, I think it's pretty obvious, like how there's a very, very low chance that they're gonna manage to rescue Tuesday, whatever they're gonna do, but like manage to get her out of her, I guess, like mansion, hopes and that. Especially now she's injured too. So that was said 2 weeks ago. I was like, when Tuesday gets injured, she's probably gonna be forced to go home or get home, something like that. That was one of my theories. So I feel like I'm kind of right. I did say that was probably gonna be Cybelle's fault that she was injured, which it still might be. So I'm a little like, yeah, not exactly, because one thing I'm thinking, right, and if you look at my reaction, I was very heavily. I would say that was my biggest yeah. If there was one scene that was big, it wasn't just the kidnapping scene, yes, but also, of course, Angela's crazy. How's it her own fangirl? Yeah, her own fangirl. That was very, very interesting. So we see that she's like sniffing on Angela's stuff, right? And obviously Angela is like, "What are you doing?" and so on. And that basically means, right, that she has her own crazy fangirl. So I found it here, yeah. Yeah. So she has her own crazy fangirl. So basically, Angela's fangirl, right? That is her Cybelle, her assistant. She is crying after Angela breaks her heart, so I guess, and so on. But yeah, she is crazy. She's clearly a hentai. She's like, oh yeah, spell of Angela. And given that the freeze box thing seemed to just be like a freeze box attack, I'm thinking that she is the culprit, right? As I said in 2, I feel that, yeah, this is me. To me, it seems like she did it because it's just a pure physical attack. An attack to try and either kill or at least injure Carole and Tuesday, right? So it seems more likely that if Angela has her own crazy fangirl, as we see with Cybelle, basically another crazy fangirl, right? Why it seems like likely she's gonna attack her, her, her master's enemies. That kind of way, yeah. She's like, oh, I do anything for you, Angela. I'll be your slave. So yeah, more or less. So she's, cray with Angela. She would like die for her. So she feels like she's the most motivated person to go and hurt Tuesday, right? So I was like, wow, that was a sudden turnaround. I think she's guilty. I don't think it's Cybelle. Cybelle has that scene there just afterwards, and also because they just talked about. Given how they're transitioning in this scene, which I think is very common in many animes, given how they're transitioning because they are showing like Gus is confronting Mama, and then Rhodey is like, well, it's probably Cybelle given Piotr's stream. He was like doing some stream behind stages, right? At least we saw last week. But during that conversation, during the exact same time frame, right? That is when Angela catches her being on hand with her stuff, right? Sniffing her stuff and so on, the perverted her stuff. So she, yeah, oh god, I also have a crazy fangirl. And then she comes out right to Mama and it's like, oh, it's this Cybelle? What about my crazy assistant? Because she looks really crazy and perverted. It's probably her. So yeah, like she kind of comes out to be like, are you sure on that? So I think it definitely points that she did it, I guess, when Angela was showering, right? So she also has the opportunity to do it, right? Because she's usually around like slaving for Angela, because she loves her, apparently, evidently. But as Angela was in the shower there, at that time frame, she could of course have left just before Angela left the shower. Yeah, during that the period, right, where she was showering, she could have time then to go and like plant the trap for Tuesday, and then run back, right, and be out when she was out in the shower probably. So she could probably have just next door, right? She probably had a few minutes on her to do that. So that seems very likely. I would guess it's her. It's not Cybelle then. But, right, as I said last week, I think that's very true as well, still true of course, that it's Cybelle is gonna hate and come and, you know, stab or ask. It's gonna be something horrible, right, to either Carole or Tuesday. And I think that is absolutely still true, that she's gonna reappear, as I said exactly last week. My theory is that she's gonna reappear, right, in episode like 15, 16, and probably like cliffhanger, you know, injuring Tuesday, something like that. I think that is very, very, still extremely likely. Almost probably more likely now even. I thought that was very likely last time that she's gonna, you know, reappear, do something dark, right? And now I think it's even likelier, because if we assume that it's not her actually, she's innocent, which I think this points to, that it really seems like Angela is like, I expect her, yeah. So I think that she's innocent, and given that, right, that she's getting thrown out and they're blaming her for hurting Tuesday there, and she looks all sad and kind of tries to bite them. Yeah, she goes crazy, right? She's like, oh, revenge, yeah. So she can, of course, because Tuesday is reacting her Laura, typical like crazy yandere and so on. And of course now then, when Tuesday is blaming her for injury, and it very much points to her being innocent, in my opinion, it seems innocent, actually. Given the Angela scene, right? So she's probably innocent then. And then of course, she's gonna be even more like, how can you blame me? I was always on your side, Tuesday, yeah. So this is even more likely now that she's gonna come back for revenge, right? And not to say what's gonna happen, but yeah, again, I am pretty sure that Cybelle is gonna come back for revenge later on. Yeah, for sure. She's gonna come back and be like, yeah. But otherwise, I like the system. I read a lot of theories last week, so leave a comment below and so on, right? I have theories on the YouTube, on my Discord channel and so on. And my favorite theory was it's gonna be Tao. The Tao is Cybelle and he's cross-dressing us. But that one was a fun theory. I like that one. I was like, oh yeah, maybe. But people blaming Mama, right? As Gus was doing. Some people blaming Angela herself and so on. But I actually didn't see anyone really say like, oh, it's the assistant. It's she. Yeah, she's obsessed with Angela. So I liked it. Yeah, they kind of. I like it. I hope it's her, because they really threw a curveball. People were like, yeah, it's probably Cybelle. She's the most likely, but maybe it's too early. I said too early. Maybe it's like Piotr. He's gonna be up against her, but that's I like he's a nice guy. Mama or Taos is more likely, right? Maybe DDA, but probably not. But no, I don't think anyone. Maybe of course I could have missed it. But I don't think anyone, this not to me, said I think it's the assistant of Angela. So it's like, yeah, I like it if it's her. I like it. And what happened more than one, of course. Poor Piotr lost. I kind of want to see him go and beat Angela. It'd be kind of funny. But I think it's very unfortunate that they're probably gonna use the walkover, right? There's no way they can save her. One theory I want to throw out, you know, but I don't think it's gonna happen for a second. But I actually like a really curveball strategy on this thing is that they're gonna ask Cybelle for help, right? That could be very interesting. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna say that might be, you know, Carole's like, how can I save Tuesday? She's kidnapped, she's stuck in this like mansion with guards, you have to save her. Especially if you want to save her before the final, like this time frame could be very, very short, right? And I could see a crazy strategy would be like, hey Cybelle, when I save your girl, when I save her, she probably will like, you know, reward you. So when I help us, like, I can see it happening. I think it's very unlikely, but that could be like the most desperate strategy is to use Cybelle. And that also would counter, because then she probably wouldn't come and betray them later. So that might be something that's gonna happen. I just say that. I think about it before. I don't think it's likely, but it could be the craziest strategy. Otherwise, what I think is gonna happen generally for Tuesday to escape, I think it's much more likely, is her brother. It's gonna happen, right? We saw a brother who's like a really good character. I like that it's a very, very subtle scene. He enters the performer, right, and he just leaves, right. It's a very, very good scene. It gave us so much of his character, even without him speaking, because he was like, he didn't want to disturb her being happy and so on. he's left instead. It's like super awesome Onishan, best Onishan ever, as I said in the review, episode 4, right? And I think that he, if anyone, is gonna have to on the inside, it's him, of course. So that's gonna be my most likely theory, I would say. That Tuesday's Onishan, he's gonna like help his Immortal-chan escape Evil Mom, probably. Still though, man, Evil Mom. I mean, your daughter is in the final. I guess there's some obsession with like owning your kids and all that, but come on, let's at least beat Angela in the final. Yeah, I felt like couldn't she wait until the final's over at least? Yeah, it's like, and also it really feels strange, right? They were kidnapping her in broad daylight. That she's not like a famous person, or at least like obviously not the biggest famous on Mars, but she's somewhat, in the final of this TV show, which has a lot of viewers, so she's somewhat getting famous. Someone kidnaps her. People probably saw that, and they were trying to almost like kill Carole. It feels like that to me felt like an overkill, because like I'm guessing her mother is super powerful, but yeah, can like kill a woman with her car almost like, and also another person is also somewhat famous in like this in a street. Yeah, that would be really weird. So I don't know. I felt those two henchmen were definitely a little overkill how they were treating them. It felt a little too much almost in a way. But I guess her mother is absurdly powerful, so they can do whatever they want, maybe. But it's still hard to kill like your daughter's best friend when she's like a TV star, right? It's like yeah, it gets a little hard. So that was a little overkill, but whatever. Yeah, I guess it was for the drama. Anyways, hope that review you guys. See you guys tomorrow with Sada Sanmai and Karakuri Circus, which should be almost end. Yeah, Karakuri might end more, probably not, probably one episode. And then of course on Friday we do have endings though. Yeah, Friday we have. As the Friday is the first day for most anime, so on this coming Friday we do have the last episode, I believe, of both like Butchie, Aoshan, and Saturn Girl. For Basket though, it's like a lot of episodes, like 4 or 5 seasons, 6 seasons, yeah. So that's gonna go for like 1.5 years. It's gonna go forever. So, but anyways, see you guys and have a great day.